Hello friends, welcome to my channel Physics with Rakshit. In the present video, we will see whether gravity is force or deformation of space-time. We know that in physics there are four fundamental interactions, that is strong nuclear force, weak nuclear force, electromagnetic force and gravitational force. First three could be explained under quantum field theory framework, but gravity cannot be explained by quantum field theory. Why? Actually, gravity is not force, rather it is deformation of space-time. We know that earlier Newton gave the formula, that is F is equal to gm1m over r square, using which we can find the magnitude of gravitational force between any two massive objects. But Newton was not successful in explaining actual mechanism how gravity works. That was successfully explained by Albert Einstein in 1915, where he gave general theory of relativity. He gave his field equation, which established relationship between Einstein's tensor and energy momentum tensor. In simple word, I can say that mass tells spacetime how to curve, spacetime tells mass how to move. As left-hand side Einstein tensor describes spacetime and right-hand side energy momentum tensor describes mass on spacetime. I love that sentence which was given by John Wheeler. By just learning that sentence, you can understand general theory of relativity, or as the essence of general theory of relativity. That is, mass tells space-time how to curve, space-time tells mass how to move, which suggests that there is a reciprocal action between them. Another thing is, we know that in flat geometry, object's trajectory is straight line. While in the curved geometry, object's trajectory is curved, or in general theory of relativity, it is known as geodesic. So what we think is any object which is rotating around any star or planet which is rotating around star follows circular orbit. It is not true. It follows elliptical orbit, not because that heavier star is tugging or pulling that planet, but because of deformation of space-time. I often give the example of kids which are jumping on rubber membrane in the amusement park. The heavier kid will create more curvature in rubber membrane, and the lighter kid will create less curvature in the rubber membrane. Likewise, in space-time, for instance, in our solar system, because of heavier sun, there is a huge curvature at the center where sun is situated, and that is why all planets will be attracted by sun. Similar to this one, also these planets have mass, and that is why up to some extent this planet will also try to attract sun. And by this way, all planets are rotating around star like sun. And that is why another phenomena which is very famous in general theory of relativity, that is gravitational lensing, that I will cover in detail, according to which light that comes from distant star and passes near from sun will bend because of mass of sun, which is known as gravitational lensing. So it means that unlike three forces, that is strong nuclear force, weak nuclear force and electromagnetic force, gravity is not simple force or interaction. It is rather deformation of space-time, because of which all planets are or have been sustaining on space-time. So we require a theory which explains space-time itself. In quantum field theory, what happens? Quantum field theory accepts space-time as background. So it is background dependent. While in general theory of relativity, first of all, physicists try to explain what is space and what is time and what is space-time. Thereafter, generating space-time, and that is why it is known as background independence, they will describe gravity as deformation of space-time. For instance, in the first diagram, I have shown flat geometry in which any planet is situated on flat space-time. While in the second geometry, in curved geometry, I show a planet whose mass, because of its mass, all space-time lines are dragged towards its center and creates kind of curvature or warping or deformation in space-time. And that is why it looks like this way. So gravity is not actually force or interaction, rather it is a deformation of space-time. And that is why it is impossible to explain gravity under the framework of quantum field theory. As I told, Newton gave that formula, that is F is equal to J1 M2 over R squared, that only explains magnitude of gravitational force, but it could not explain mechanism of gravitational interaction. And Einstein gave this field equation that also explain mechanism of gravitational force. And that is why Newton's gravitational theories was replaced by general theory of relativity. So viewers can understand that gravity is not force, rather deformation of space-time.